Here is a shot of my garlic after the rain. It's really shot up. Look how big some of these are. Pretty massive. Look at this one. Huge. Cool. I love the rain. Not for days and days in a row, but enough to water your garden is awesome. Another huge garlic bed. Thank you, Simply Jan Homestead. Another garlic bed. I planted some loofah and marigolds to grow up on my archway. This is what the archway looks like. I have another archway over there. And I have a few coming up right there and one right there. On this archway, I decided to put some moonflowers in these pots. Also a couple of climbing plants in this planter and that one there. So hopefully my arches will be full of moonflowers, marigolds, and loofah. My zucchini squash. This is the first one of the year, looking good. The other two aren't up yet, so I did go ahead and reseed this area, just in case. I got my marigolds there to protect them, and also some radishes as well planted. I have 2 butternut squash in here, and a couple of radishes for protection. The marigold kind of died off, but I did go ahead and plant some more radishes in here. And I might throw some more marigold in here just to make sure. I have some nasturtium in the orange bucket and some marigolds of different varieties in the barrel. In this tire I have some bachelor buttons and a few radishes. And some marigolds in that pot. I have a few sunflowers I may need to pull up because they draw not so awesome bugs. I couldn't resist the urge to say, Miley's sitting on the toilet, look at her. Look, I cat trained her to sit on the toilet. Isn't that awesome? So the variety of 4 o'clock flowers, 3 different colors are coming up in here. This should be quite colorful. Huge patch of sunflowers coming up. And I have some nasturtiums in this white bucket. The pie pumpkins are planted in this area, but they're not coming up yet. The zinnias are coming up in the baby pool. It's going to be pretty full in there. The kidney beans look a little sad after all that rain, but they did shoot up. This little small one popped up during the rain time. I think after a little bit of sun, these things will perk up because it's kind of early. I plan on planting some roselle in this bucket. Just need to add some bone meal to it. And my first Roma paste tomato is up. It's really tiny, you can barely see it, but it's right there. Okay, this is my calendula. A radish. I believe there's some amaranth in here somewhere. I don't see it since the rain. Kind of disappeared. That happens sometimes. This is my lettuce. It's looking pretty good. I've already harvested off of it one time. Look guys, I'm growing forks, but they're not getting any bigger. Do you guys want some fork seeds? That's for you, Andale Homestead. Shout out, Andale Homestead. So this is my black carrots I received from the IBG seed swap. A few regular carrots back there, and I have a few climbing plants like marigolds and a couple of different things in here to grow up on the trellis, so we'll see how that goes. All right, the oregano is looking pretty good. There's a radish right here. I have some moonflowers planted here I got from Ginger at Not For Nothing Homestead. And the moonflowers are coming up really, really tiny. I could see at least one. Okay, my massive amount of Mama sunflowers planted here. These are the ones I saved myself from last year. So that is going to be pretty massive. And I have one Texas blue bonnet popping up. Not sure exactly what's in all the other pots. There's some hyacinth in these 2 buckets, some sedum, and looks like a couple of nasturtium are popping up. So this area of the garden is going to be dedicated to my mom's cat, Baby, that we took after she moved out of her house into an apartment, and she passed away last year. So I'm going to dedicate this garden to Baby. So I'll put up a little whatnot statue thing for Baby in this area. So we will officially do a dedication after we get her painted. Mom is painting her a statue for her, or a whatnot, or a yard toy. I don't know what you're going to call it, but yeah, this is going to be the baby garden. Baby doll garden. Alright, these are my evergreen bunching onions. Looking pretty good. I have a couple of loofah and radishes in this tote here. Quite a bit of the hyssop coming up in here, and maybe a couple of weeds I need to pull as well. Planted some nasturtiums in this area. These are my red Detroit beets after the rain. More of the red Detroit beets. A couple of the corn is up in these pots. I did put some more seed in there just in case, because some of the seed I don't really know how old it is. The Tramonzino squash is coming up in this tote and also in this bucket. So I'm going to do a comparison on the size of the container and the size of the plant and the fruit, comparing this tote with this 5-gallon bucket. So we'll get more on that experiment later. This awesome logo was made by Trie at VC Family Homestead. She made it for my hashtag Weird Container Growing 25 collaboration hosted by me. It is an open collaboration. You basically just post a video planting in an unusual container and use the hashtag Weird Container Growing 25. Thank you so much, Trie. Have a great day. Be blessed. Do something kind, guys. Bye, everybody.